33-5. They're the number 6 team in Class 4A for the semifinal, the first ever for Lewis Central, the 7th ever semifinal match for the West Delaware Hawks in their 10th state tournament appearance. As they are 12-9, this will be their 22nd state match of all time since 2003. So we get ready for this one here today. Glad to be joined again by the Triple J's, the other 2 J's of this trio, Joan Salo and Julie Vasco. Baskey. Hello again, everybody. And, well, here we are, the semifinal match, and this one should be a doozy. Lewis Central got the upset on Tuesday night over Marion 3-2, and we know how good a Marion team is.
Right.
We battled them in the conference tournament, the WAMAC. So here is Lewis Central, the Titans, and only 11 girls on their roster. They play a 9-girl rotation, just like the Hawks do.
Yeah, you know, the things that I was hearing after that game was even though Marion had some unforced errors that caused them a little bit of trouble, Lewis Central put up a really, really good block. So the biggest focus that today they have to work on with West Delaware is getting that tempo going and making sure that they can't set that block up as well.
And nobody wants to be done when they get down here. They're going to fight to the end. So
that's right. Both teams here, West Delaware favored. Number 6, Lewis Central, got the minor upset in the quarterfinal round over a Marion team. They ended their season at Marion 31-9. Lewis Central here 33-5 as both playing for the chance to get to the state title game. First ever for Lewis Central as they try to get there for the Hawks. They try to get to the state title game for the 6th time ever with those 5 runner-ups. As it'd be tomorrow at 12:15, the 4A title after the 5A title match at 10 a.m. As the 5A title game features Ankeny Centennial. They defeated Dubuque Hempstead 3-0 earlier today. It was Bettendorf getting past Cedar Falls in a barn burner of a match 3-2. That one takes place at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning right here at the U.S. Shell Center on the center court. They'll give away the net. So give away the net in the middle. They'll put one out there, and we'll have final matches coming up tomorrow from the U.S. Shell Center as Coach Mather and the West Delaware Hawks ready. Coach Brett Mather, 700th win the other night in the opener in the quarterfinal victory over Western Dubuque. 700-168 now for Coach Mather in 22 seasons. He is 20th at West Delaware. He's 670-141. As the girls coming out loose here, determined, poised, throw out all the adjectives. They are ready.
Yeah, you know, we need to give a shout-out to all of our fans back home. We've got students and staff that are covering our little you-know-what's in the school for us to help us out. We've got teachers, fans, all of the people listening on KMCH. We're really glad to have you.
And Rockwell Collins. Don't forget about that.
Rockwell Collins, all the businesses, everybody driving around their trucks, plumbing, electrical trucks, Maquoketa Valley electrical trucks. I know they'll be tuning in today as well. So we're ready for volleyball. Going left to right, Lewis Central will serve it over at 12:02. It's served to the back row, Linus. As this one's popped around, hit into the net by Linus on the left side. Lewis Central gets the first point of game number 1. Now Lewis Central, the Titans, out of the Hawkeye 10 conference. They were tied for second with an 8-2 record this year. And there is a missed serve, and the Hawks will get the serve now. Jay Putz will come in as Putz is in there with Kristen Wegman, Ketchum, Kleitch, Linus, and Hoffman up front. This one's angled over the back corner. It's popped up in the middle. Now bumped to the right side and hit over by number 4, Madison Palter, the leading kill artist on the team, coming in with nearly 300 in the tournament, a junior. There is a smackdown and a kill in the back row as Wegman cannot get there in time to hit the court right in front of her. As that one was Megan Holt, the sophomore. 11 ladies on the roster, 7 seniors, 1 junior, 3 sophomores for Lewis Central. Front set, a block. Hoffman, now Kleitch. Ketchum pops it up. Back to Ketchum on the kill down. Back right corner off the set by Hoffman. Reverse rolls there, and it worked, and it's tied 2-2.
Yeah, she went right down the line with that, right around the block. That was nice.
As right back corner, this one's sent over by Haley Linus. Front set, left corner, a little tip over. Wegman pops up there, front set, hammer down. Hoffman got it.
There you go.
And the Hawks lead 3-2. 1 point advantage here early on in game number 1. The Hawks have 17 on their roster, 8 seniors, 7 juniors, 1 sophomore, and one freshman. Here's the junior, Haley Linus. The jump serve over. It's hit right side there out of bounds. What we have?
Out of rotation.
Out of rotation called on Lewis Central. The Hawks get the point. As a 4-2 now, the Hawks lead.
You know, our first three passes, John, were poor for the Hawks, and now they've settled down. You can see it in their faces that they've settled down. They're ready to go.
Right back corner, Linus right in front of us here. The jump serve, angles it over, middle of the court, a low one, popped up in the air by Romero, Natalie Patton. And it goes over the net and sneaks in there. Hawks not able to get to it. Point for the Titans. It's 4-3, West Delaware. Natalie Patton, a senior. Casey Hohenthaler, Molly Munt, Megan Holt, Emily Albertson, Madison Paulson, the starting lineup for this Lewis Central team. Head coach Mike Bond, in his first season, he coached at Council Bluffs for 18 years. This one trickles over the net on the West Delaware side, and Linus cannot get there to cover in time. It falls down, and we're tied at 4.
Yeah, and they just called, I think it was Carly in the net, too.
Yeah, she was trying to do a back dump, and then they blocked that over.
This one's popped around, front set, catch it. Now Wegman from near out of bounds, smacks it over. It's popped up in the air, front set. Here's a hammer, a block by Ketchum at the net. It's just hit over by Catherine Poore, a sophomore. Now this one stumped back over by Huffman, trying to get to it. A diving roll, not in time. Hawks have the 1-point lead.
Nice little breadbasket shot. I think she thought she was going to hit that a little harder.
She just missed it off her fingertips.
Right back corner. Here is Liz Kolak in the game for the first time. The junior defensive specialist. This one's smacked over breadbasket. Nice cover. Brooks now a little tap over at the net by McKenna Brown, a senior. And now this one is hit back down on the Hawks side at a point for Lewis Central. We're knotted up at 5. 5-5 early on here in game number 1. As I mentioned, both teams use a 9-girl rotation here. Mike Bond, 251 wins, 324 losses, 36 ties in his career coaching record. 33-5 this year for Lewis Central. There's a half windmill by Dimmer. This one's hit into the net. It was passed up front. Not able to get it up and over the net was the up front girl for Lewis Central. Number 5 is Casey Hohenthaler, a senior. Now Ketchum, the senior setter, the captain on this West Delaware team, smacks it over. Hawks lead by a point, 6-5. Front set, right to left. Here's a hammer over. Up is with it is Linus. Now Price bumps it. Pump set to Wegman. She smacks it over. The pinball's around. Now it's hit over by Lewis Central. There's a right corner shot by Dimmer. Beautiful set by Ketchum. And Dimmer, the freshman, knew what to do with it.
Yeah, she did a really nice job with the windmill in the last hit. You know, that Addie reminiscence of, but that one she took right down the line. That was beautiful.
It's nice to see these young girls stepping up.
Yes, indeed. We talked about that on Monday. On Tuesday, it happened then. It's happening now. There's a short arm into the net on the left corner by Lewis Central. Hawks get another point. They lead by the largest margin so far here in the match, 8-5. So we reach the midway stages of the semifinal match. It's a semifinal doubleheader today, West Delaware style. Later on tonight, West Delaware football against Pella inside the dome. We'll have it all for you at 8 o'clock. This one's bumped up front, back set. Here is Collier. She smacks it over. It's bumped up middle now. And behind the back bump by Hohenthaler, tapped over there by Holt. Wegman with a hard hit and now blocked, but out of bounds by Hohenthaler on the right side. Out of bounds. Hawks have their 9th point. It's 9-5, 4-point lead.
Yeah, we'll hit that so hard it went in like the second row of the bleachers over there. That was awesome.
Timeout, Lewis Central. We'll take one as well. Hawks lead early on in game 1, 9-5. This is West Delaware volleyball from the state tournament on KFCH.
Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester proudly supports all area athletes. Bob Stephen Motors is your locally owned and operated GM dealer in Manchester. Visit them on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
A great night out awaits you at Hartridge Golf Course. Join us for Taco Tuesday and our Thursday night specials featuring roasted chicken. Watch the Iowa games with 50-cent wings and drink specials at Hartridge, north of Manchester on 195th Street.
Dunlap Motors in Independence with Chevy Buick and certified pre-owned Chevy Buick GMC and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. They have big town inventory with small town service. Stop and say hi. That's Dunlap Motors in downtown Independence. And go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com. That's DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
Downtown Cedar Rapids 2015 State Volleyball Tournament. Ketchum serves it over. It is partially blocked at the net, but then tapped over by number 4. That's Madison Paulson, the leading kill artist on this team, the junior. She gets a kill point there. Hawks lead by 3, 9-6. Paulson came into the tournament just shy of 300, 298 kills. Front set. Here's a hammer by Dimmer. Splits the twin towers there. Almost a lift violation call, but nothing doing. Here's a quick little shiver, the double hand shiver in the breadbasket for the dinner rolls and gravy just after noontime as Ketchum caught them all off guard. Looked like for sure Dimmer was going to get the set from her, and that two-handed shiver, beautiful by the senior.
Yeah, you know she did a good job when everybody freezes when they watch
it. And this is an ace by Kristen Wegman. As the libero, Patton came up, couldn't get there in time. Wegman gets her ace. It's 11-6.
Yeah, that ball dropped right at the end, and the libero had to try to dive to get it.
As Wegman came in with 42 aces on the season here. This one is tapped back across the net by the Hawks block. Here's a hit to the middle. Wegman cannot get there, going right to left. Tough angle at that one as Madison Paulson, the junior, has another kill for Lewis Central, and it's 11-7 in favor of the Hawks here. 4-point lead, back right corner, serving it over will be Molly Munt. She's another one of the 7 seniors on this Lewis Central team. Back set, Ketchum. Here's Collier avoiding the attendant. She gets it over. It's blocked at the net. Front set up left corner. This one smacked over by Paulson. Pinballs around. We got a whistle and a violation called in the net. Called on the Hawks. Demmer up front to friendly with the net, and it goes to Lewis Central. It's 11-8, 3-point Hawk lead.
And the net is moving, so somebody got that thing.
This one smacked over by the serve, and there is Dimmer. Just got a touch. Did Natalie Patton on it. The libero going for it. The hard fastball coming at her. She couldn't handle it. And Dimmer gets the kill point, and the Hawks lead by 4, 12-8. Here in the midway stages of game number 1 from the Class 4A semifinal. This one's popped back over. Bumped up. Now Hoffman over off the set by Ketchum. Front set left corner. Here's Paulson, a block. Now we have a whistle. Whistle called again in the net, called on the Hawks.
Yeah.
And a guilty party
number 6, yeah,
up front. Hoffman, the guilty party there. It's 12-9. Hawks lead by 3. Another semifinal going on to our right in court 2. Harlan 36-5. Sioux City Bishop Helen at 31-13. And there is a point. Goes down on the Hawks side. Point for Lewis Central. As back to serve is Casey Hohenthaler, the senior. She hits it to the right side. Linus is there, plays around the line. Here's a little shiver again. Got it again.
I like that little play there.
Carly Ketchum. And they have not got a read on that. She just sells it so long. She waits so long, like a quarterback handing off to a running back in football, selling that fake.
Like she's going to set it to the middle, and it just goes over. And the middle is, of course, playing along, and like she's going to hit it.
13-10. Hawks by 3. Plutz serves it over. Smith hit out of bounds by Lewis Central. Hawks lead by 4, 14-10. As Lewis Central out of Council Bluffs, county seat of Potawatomi County, 62,000 in Council Bluffs. They made the trip from southwest Iowa. This one is hit too far out the backside. 14-11 now, the 3-point lead. As Lewis Central is the 5th biggest school in Class 4A, 750 enrollment. Compare that to the Hawks. They are the 47th school out of 48 teams in Class 4A. They have an enrollment of 360. This one is hit over by Linus. Popped up, now over. Ketchum got her hands on it. Wegman taps it over after the set by Kleitz. Now Lewis Central trying to return it. Paulson hits it over. Diving effort from her knees. Kleitz, and then the block by Ketchum. The ping pongs out of bounds off of Lewis Central. Goes into the netting, and it's a 15-11, 4-point lead for the Hawks.
Yeah, Carly read that so completely perfect when she saw that was an overpass.
This one is wafted over and out of bounds. Too hard on the serve by Linus. Goes out the back end. The Hawks lead by 3 again, 15-12. The Hawks 360 enrollment, number 47 in Class 4A. As I mentioned, 47 out of 48 teams playing the bigger Lewis Central. They took down the number 7 of 4A teams, Western Dubuque, enrollment at 654 on Tuesday. This one's off the right hand of an up front girl for Lewis Central. As it goes out of bounds off of McKinnick Brown, the senior, as Wegman gets that point. As it's 16-12, Liz Pollock in the junior, back in to serve right corner right in front of us. 16-10, 4-point lead. Hit to the back row, bumped up, now front set. Hit over to the back row to Linus. To Kolak. Now the shiver by Ketchum, got it as it's hit out of bounds, right side, right in front of the scores table, as the Hawks have the 5-point lead, 17-12.
You know, and once again, she went up and looked like she was going to set a hitter, and then her left arm went up and had a nice hit off of that.
Here is Kolak serving over back set. The Walla back row out of bounds indeed. As that one hit too hard by number 16, Megan Holt, the sophomore. Another timeout. Coach Bond wants a timeout. 18-12. Hawks lead by 6, 7 points away from claiming game one. We'll take a breather with them. We're back after this from KMC Sports.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
AK Sports in Manchester offers team apparel, screen printing, hunting and fishing supplies, and more. Get your game on with AK Sports, your local sporting apparel store, and more in Manchester.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Jude's Cafe in Manchester would like to congratulate the West Delaware volleyball team on a fantastic season. Jude's Cafe opens 7 days a week and serves breakfast at noon lunch. Best of luck to the West Delaware volleyball team from everyone at Jude's Cafe in Manchester. Go Hawks!
Coach Brett Mather, 700 wins on Tuesday night, looking for his first ever state title. Along with this West Delaware volleyball program, their 10th trip. A point goes to Lewis Central off the serve at pinball around, out of bounds off the Hawks at 18-13. Back left corner, line driving this one over. Linus diving effort, hits it under the net. Another point for the Titans of Lewis Central. In their navy and white school colors, the light blue body of the shirt with the navy numbers, a white trim, and their navy shorts. This one hit up towards the net, low left-handed shiver, two. Oh, got it in, stuck it in the back row. Ketchum right there at the net. She just tossed that one. That was deep, and the line judge had to be on the ball that time. She called it in, and it's 19-14. 6 points away of the Hawks from getting up in this match, 1-0. This one is wafted over back middle. Now a front set, little tap over to the corner. Kleitz is there to cover, and Collier lost that one, miscommunication. Not sure if she thought Ketchum was going to get there. In the last second, she made an effort, but hit it down and out of bounds.
I think Carly turned around and saw her there. She couldn't get it then, and started yelling.
Back right corner, Natalie Patton, senior. Libero will loft it over. Wegman there. Now Ketchum, front set across the net, right to left. Here's a smack over by Collier. It's played by Lewis Central. They bump it right back over. Front set. Here is Claire with the half windmill. Now Lewis Central. Little tap back to Wegman. Popped it up in the air, bump style. Here's Ketchum the back set. Collier, now it's hit back over. Pinballs around, now Ketchum, Kleitz will have to bump it over. She does. 19-15, 4-point lead. Here's a smack to the back row. Linus in the net, under the net, and Demmer couldn't get there in time. Hawks lead by 3, 19-16.
Yeah, I think Demmer she got turned around when she looked up. She couldn't find that ball in the light.
Back right corner. Patton again, serve it over. Middle back row, Kleitz. Back set, Ketchum. Wegman with a hard hit. Walked right back over. Ketchum now near out of bounds. Popping up in the air, Lewis Central. She'll get it back and hit it over. And it goes off the right side. Block up front by Claire Demmer. Out of bounds. Off of Lewis Central. And it's 20-15, a 5-point lead. Wegman is back to serve. Right in front of us here, back middle. There's Kristen Wegman, one of the senior leaders, one of the 5 girls that dressed when they were freshmen of the 2012 state tournament team. Good eagle eye there as Wegman lets that go in the back row right in front of us. It's 21-16. Hawks are 4 points away from getting up 1-0.
she's got one of those serves that just drops right over the net, so
Yeah,
they're having kind of a hard time with her.
Yeah, we've talked about that. It's just crazy how it drops right at the end.
Yeah.
Lewis Central now will get it over the form of Patton Libero. Front set, catch him right to left. Oh, smackdown, brought the heat. Haley Linus rose up and brought it to the far right side. Snuck it in there for a 22-16 lead now. Hawks are 3 points away with a 6-point lead.
And we're going to give good credit to Claire Demer on that. She came up for a quick hit right in front of the setter and brought that defense over.
Wegman now back middle, mishandled, and an ace there, another ace for Wegman. She has here 45 on the season, as that one was dropped in the middle of the court that time by number 12, Molly Munt. Check that, number 13, Reagan Brenshaw, senior. Wegman now, 23-16 Hawks. Smacks it over off the serve. Front set. Here's a hit. Diving effort by Clyde. Couldn't get there in time. As there's Madison. Nope, check that. That's Emily Albertson. Haven't called her name too much. She's a senior, another middle hitter for Lewis Central. Albertson comes in third on the team in kills with 217 entering the tournament. Right back corner, 23-17, 6-point lead. This one is lofted over. Now back set, catch him. Here's Collier. Sends it over off the block. Now Lewis Central trying to answer. They do. Off the net. Nice job by Wegman covering. Catch him right to left. Linus now smacks it over. Front set. Nope, over the net. Ketchum was there. Now Quite. Now Linus. Back row. Diving effort by Patton. Front set, left corner. Hitting it over. Wegman. Oh, we got whistled. Hawks get the point. It's double hit violation called on Lewis Central.
I thought she was going to call us in the net again or something.
You know, I have to give kudos to Mariah there. She had a nice little pass, backhanded pass, to set it right up so they can hit that down.
Back middle, here is Clyde sending it over. Now a back set from the middle, sent over, pinball around, popped up in the air. Hoffman now blocked back over. Bumped up by Clyde. Here's Linus to the middle. Tapped by Paulson. Pinball around, now bumped over by Albertson. Back set, the hammer by Hoffman.
Hammer's
Got it. Left corner, and there it is. What a way to end game number one, 25-17, the 8-point victory as the Hawks get off to a good start. 25-17 here in game number one as a good start and came back strong to finish it out here for the Hawks.
Now we have our student Clayton Larson that's going to go out there and serve for pizzas.
And we'll take a timeout. Game number two on the way here. Hawks lead the match 1-0 after a 25-17 win. We're back after this from KFC Sports.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is located at 105 East Butler Street in Manchester and at 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton. Your vision is our primary focus.
For over a century, Anderson has been helping families make their homes brighter, more comfortable, and more beautiful. They do it by making quality windows and doors, setting the bar high and raising it day after day, year after year, making Anderson the leader in doors and windows. Contact local vendor Delhi Lumber at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, has big town quality with small town service.
At Community Savings Bank, it's simple. Simply free checking comes with free debit cards, free online banking with bill pay, free mobile money, and free thank you gifts. Find out more about Simply Free Checking at one of our 7 locations or online at csbiowa.com. Community Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Sisterhood. They seem to feed off of
Back inside the U.S. Cell Center downtown Cedar Rapids, the Hawks leading this match. Class 4A semifinal against Lewis Central by the score of 1-0 as they win game one, 25-17 in 19 minutes. The Hawks picking up their 107th set win of the season, 107-8 now with their 47-2 top-ranked mark in Class 4A, taking on number 6 Lewis Central. Got the first round upset over Marion on Tuesday night, 3-2. As the Hawks on the far side this time, switching into the court after the game one victory. I want to say hello to all our veterans and happy belated Veterans Day yesterday. Hopefully it was a pleasant day despite the storms, the windy conditions yesterday. But thanks to all those who have and will serve and are currently serving in our great country as we are ready for the second set here. The Hawks trying to get back to a state title match for the sixth time. And this ball comes right by me here, a hard fastball. As that one will be out of bounds. The Hawks have the first point of set number 2 is Kleitsch. Kleitsch will get it. Oh, would you like your mics on? There you go, ladies.
Thanks.
There's a hard hammer into the net, and it goes down. Paulson hit it too hard into the net. Short on that one. The Hawks lead by 2 now, 2-0. As Kleitsch, left back corner, angles it into the net. Short arms it right side. It's 2-1 now.
Right now, the aggressive serving by West Delaware is pretty good, though. When you have this many aces, you have 4 aces and only 2 that were served out. So we're in pretty good shape right now.
Back middle. Serving this one over is Hohenfatter. Linus to Ketchum. Back to Linus from Ketchum's set. There's a back set. Now a hit over and got it in the left corner. From right front corner to right corner on the Hawks side. That is number 16, Megan Holt, a sophomore. As a Holt coming in third on the team in kills with just shy of 200 on the year. This one sent over by Hohenfatter. Now hit to the back row by Hoffman. Front set, Lewis Central trying to return it. They do. Back row, Wegman's there for the cover. Little dump down, two-handed right on the net. And no, give it to the Hawks. The line violation.
Oh.
Line violation.
She's back here to serve. She doesn't even know it yet.
Made the call. Should be West Delaware's ball. Didn't think. I swear the 4 official called line.
He's telling her.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say what.
Calm down, John.
As no one seemed to be seeing it.
Well, and yeah, she was.
Lewis Central, they had no idea what the call was, and now Coach Bond wants an explanation from the floor official.
Yeah, they were just all focused, ready to come back and serve. They didn't realize that they got called in the net.
Coach Bond having a smile with the floor official. Now we're ready to go. 3-2. Hawks have the lead by a point. Puts right back corner. Lopped it over. Popped up in the air. Front set. Now a hammer and blocked by Linus. Hawks will get it over. One hand Fisher up in the air. We have whistles, and it falls down Lewis Central's side. Hawks point. 4-2, 2-point lead.
We'll see if Jade can get some movement on this ball with her little floater.
Puts the junior defensive specialist. Smacks it over off the serve. That was some movement. Popped up in the air by Munt. Looked like a screwball there. Now Lewis Central will hit it over. Now back set. Here's Hoffman. Smacks it over. Going a right to left angle there. Diving effort by Hohentanner. Couldn't get there. Hawks lead by 3, 5-2.
You know, and when Rich gets that sidearm thing, that just really moves. She's got a nice snap on that.
Like a sidearm windmill.
Yeah.
This one puts. Popped up in the air by Patton Olivero. Front set. Trying to get at the net. Hit it out of bounds. Did Paulson. Missed set there. And Paulson couldn't do anything with it. 5. Check that. Now the officials are conferring. 4 official coming over. As 5-3, they give the point to Lewis Central here. Were they calling a net violation before the ball went out of bounds? It appears to be the call. Nope, they're giving it to West Delaware. They reversed it.
Right.
One called one thing, the other called the other, and now they give the Hawks the point. It's 6-2. That was the right call, right?
Of course.
Right back corner. Here's Foots. Foots angles it over back row. Good movement on it again. Front set. Here's Paulson with the smack down.
Nice block.
But, yep, they give it to him. They give the Hawks the point. 4 hits they called. And they called no block to hit the net as the Hawks hit the point. They're up by 5 now, 7-2.
You know, while Putz is not getting the aces right here, you're seeing where their passes are going. They're not even setting up an offense.
Right back corner, lost it to the middle by Putz. Front set, right to left. Here's Paulson. White, an elbow tap over by Hoffman on the run. Tap back over by Lewis Central. Just a little shiver, but there to cover was Lewis Central that time, number 12. Hopped around, front set, catch him. Here's the hammer by Linus. We have whistles.
Line violation by Lewis Central.
Lewis Central, the line violation, and 8-2, 6-point lead for Hawks.
She's calling that net tight. She's doing a good job over there.
Timeout here. Lewis Central with an 8-2 lead here in game number 2. As let's get some of our shout-outs in. A lot of former Hawks we're hearing from here today. And former Hawk standouts in the mid-2000s, of course, and someone very close to you listening in down south in North Carolina. Morgan Salo, hello to her. She played D1 volleyball, of course, in Wisconsin, now coaching for
Greensboro. Greensboro, yeah.
How's their season going?
They had a winning season this year. They're starting tournaments, I think, soon.
Fantastic.
Pretty happy with
hello to Morgan, able to tune in today, and also Dallin Putz listening in as his young sister, the junior Jade, is playing here today. Dallin at Central and Pella, who the Hawks will play in football tonight. The Pella Dutch, of course, in the semifinal contest in the Unidome. So hello to you, Dallin. Hope you're not skipping class for us, but if you are, we understand. Claire Haight working in downtown Des Moines today. Claire is the oldest sister of Anatole, who's on the roster for the Hawks, the 5'7" junior outside hitter. As the Hawks lead 8-2, among others that we've heard from. A hello to everybody again listening in on Mix 94.7 in the listening area and KMCH.com, or your KMCH app on your smartphone. Here's a one-hand hitter by Lina. She rises up and smacks it down. Hawks lead by 7-9-2.
Yeah, I know. It's hard for the kids and the football players having to stay back there, but you know what? You know they're listening. You know they're yelling just as much as they would be here. So
hello back to everybody at West Delaware High School, the football team, coaches, staff, everybody getting ready for the big game tonight. Best of luck to them as we'll have full coverage tonight at 8 o'clock. Here's a smackdown off the hands of Twice, out of bounds, and Emily Albertson gets the kill that time. 9-3, 6-point lead as Albertson back to serve in front of us. The senior, a middle hitter, Albertson, one of 7 seniors on this Lewis Central team, only the 3rd state appearance ever, the first in 03, last year their second in 2014. This is popped over at the net by Kleitz. Front set, left corner, hitting it over now, Kleitz, bumping it up, Hoffman to set to Linus. She smacks it over the net. There's a hard wallop, but into the net, will be Hawks ball. Is going up for that one. As number 16, Megan Holt, comes down on Titan territory, and the Hawks lead by 7, 10-3. As Lewis Central, their first ever win at the state tournament Tuesday night with the upset of Marion. They're 1-2 now, and their 4th state tournament match here this afternoon. The Hawks in their 22nd ever state tournament match since 03. This one now blocked out of bounds off the hands of the up front girl, number 14, off the hit by Ketchum. As McKenna Brown, the tall, lanky senior, did not hit that one properly, and the Hawks take advantage of it. They lead by 8 now, 11-3. This one served over by Linus. Front set, left corner. Tipped at the net by Hoffman. That little shiver over by Ketchum. Got it. This looked like she was dunking it right over the top of her, as right there was McKenna Brown. Ketchum won that battle, and another timeout coming for Coach Bond. Hawks lead by 9. We'll take it with them. 12-3 here in game 2. This is West Delaware Volleyball, KMCH Sports.
Jay's Auto Supercenter on the Greater East End of Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, and a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. At Jay's Auto, customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services would like to congratulate the West Delaware volleyball team on their winning season. Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester, proud to support the West Delaware Hawks volleyball team and wish them continued success.
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC on East Main Street in Manchester, or give us a call at 927-2232.
City that won that one.
Back into the U.S. Hill Center downtown Cedar Rapids as the point goes to Lewis Central after timeout. Hawks lead by 8 now, 12-4. This Class 4A semifinal match. Winner goes to the 4A title game tomorrow at 12:15. Hit over by the Hawks. This one's bumped up, middle of the floor, front set, left corner, hit over. Putz is there. Putz pops it up front, catch him. Hoffman partially blocked, but hit back over and fell. As couldn't get that one was McKenna Brown. Hawks have their 13th point. They lead by 9, 13-4. As the winner of this one will take on the winner of Harlan and Sioux City Bishop Heelan. As Bishop Heelan up 1-0 as they won the first one in extra point fashion, 26-24. This one's bumped up near out of bounds, hitting it over. Putz is there up front. Just a little sideways shiver, no set there by Ketchum. Now it's bopped back over to the Hawks. Back set. Here's a hit down the line. Brought the hammer there.
Ran into the net.
Yep, she did run into the net. Momentum took him right into the net. The Hawks get the point and the ball. 14-4. Now Coach Bond.
Official called it.
To the four official didn't have the same thing. Here we go again as they call two different things. Coach Bond saying, you called that, but the stand-up just called her into the net.
When I seen her hit that, she hit the top of the net too. Plus she ran into it, so I don't know which one they're seeing.
As the four official telling Coach Bond now what the verdict was. And it is Hawks ball. They stick with that call from the stand-up official. 14-4, 10-point lead. Right corner. This one's wafted to the back row. Hit near out of bounds. Patton was the save. Now they're going to get it bumped over in 3 hits. Now the Hawks. Little tap at the net. Blocked back over by Lewis Central. Now Ketchum. Just one hand shoves it over. 14-4, Hawks by 10. Here in game number 2, they lead the match 1-0. Here is Wegman. Smacks it around. A pinball's off of 3. Lewis Central Titans hits the deck. And the Hawks have the lead now of 11, 15-4.
Do you agree with me, John, that this time, and Julie, that this time that Carly is mixing things up a little bit more with the hitters?
Yep.
The set?
She is mixing it up big time.
Served over now, front set, right to left. It hits off a block, comes back over, and now it's hit out of bounds by Lewis Central. The Hawks point to the ball, 16-4. We're just getting all the bounces here and playing good West Delaware volleyball right now.
Yeah, they really are.
Right back corner. This is Kolak sending it over, bumped up by Patton. Now a little tap over. There is Wegman with the cover. Front set back to Wegman from Kleitz. Blocked back down, but we have a whistle violation first to be called.
Double hit.
Double hit violation called on the Hawks anyway.
Yeah, Tuesday, Kristen Wegman has a lot of hits. She was a bigger hitter. Now that's all spread out between all of them. So.
And they usually play their best volleyball when everybody's getting in the act. Especially we talked about those younger players stepping up. 16-5, 11-point lead now Hawks. Lewis Central will serve back left corner. Doing the honors is number 13, Reagan Badshaw. And she got an ace there, able to sneak it in the back row as 16-6 now is our score. The 10-point Hawk lead here as we approach the later stages of this second set. Back left corner, Bradshaw again. One of the 7 seniors for the Titans. 8 seniors on the other side for the Hawks. A rare 15 senior against this in this semifinal matchup. As this one flights up front. Ketchum found it. The little shiver over the double block up front. Ketchum, great placement there. Just sneaking it over the top of him and got the 17 points for the Hawks. They lead 17-6.
They've got number 14 following her everywhere she's going on the front of that net. They're not even worrying about double blocks on other people. Right now they're worried about Carly when she's front row.
Here's Carly serving it over. Front set. Here's the hammer back row. Diving effort didn't get there in time as McKenna Brown, the senior, gets the kill point that time. As the Hawks lead by 10 now, 17-7. Back right side, right in front of us. Natalie Patton, another one of the seniors, a libero, sending it over down the line. Linus bumps it first. Back set Ketchum. Here's Wegman, finds the back line right in front of the back line, right in front of us. Able to sneak it in there. It's 18-7. Hawks are 7 points away from going up 2-0.
Her signature deep corner hit.
Yep.
And this one served over to Patton. Front set. A block. And we got a whistle up top in there. That called on. Was it Collier? Wasn't Collier?
No,
I think
it was Claire Demmer again.
Demmer.
She's got a bad habit of when she goes up to block, she puts her head straight down, so she's not even seeing that her arms are going into that.
That's one of those learning items as a freshman.
Yep. And she'll work.
She's swinging them a little bit today. She's a little excited.
And here is
And then she goes up
Demmer.
there,
She gets that one off the head of the Titan. Now it's hit out of bounds. And that is going to be a point for the Hawks. 19-8, 6 points away of the Hawks from getting the 2-0 lead here. Back left side, Kleitz will serve it over. From a dig. Now just a little sideways shiver over there by Hoffman right on top of the net in the 20th point. Hawks are having their way with the Titans here in game 2. 20-8, the 12-point commanding lead. This one sent over by Kleitz. That's a perfect shot there.
A little miscommunication between the libero and
Beautiful job
Molly Munt.
there, the perfect ace. And the Titans can come up with it. Hawks are 4 points away. 21-8 now. This one towards the line. Diving effort by Patton. And knocking it down right in the net. Didn't even let it get over. The block by Haley Linus, the junior. 22-8. Hawks lead 3 points away.
That's the second one in this game, that if you're going to overpass that, she's going to answer.
Right on top of the net. Kleitz serves it over. Bumped up in the air. Now it's swat over here. Lewis Central now. Patton, front set. Hard block right back to the Hawks as Paulson hit it. There's a block by Hoffman. Now Paulson again. Smacks it back row. Wegman. Just a little shiver. Got it. There it is. Carly Ketchum, the 200 variety. The sideways shiver by Ketchum, and the Hawks are 2 points away. 23-8. As serving back middle is Kleitz. Kleitz now. Line drives it over. Popped up in the air. Front set. The hand fist, and there's a block. Linus and Hoffman were there for the block. As now it's game point. 24-8. Commanding lead here in the second set. Hawks trying to go up 2-0. This one line drives over. Popped up and got it over. Lewis Central. Paulson after the save by Patton laying out for it. This one's hit out of bounds off the hands of number 13. Linus hit it. The Hawks win. They go up 2-0. 25-8 is our final here in set number 2. As the Hawks, a commanding effort in this one. As we will take a break, get you ready for game 3. Hawks lead the match 2-0. This is West Delaware State Volleyball from KMCH4.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Does your athlete have knee, ankle, or muscle pain from training hard? Are you looking for a simple, quick, and safe way to relieve that pain? Long-Term Medical Supply can help with their new non-prescription TENS device. Stop by the Long-Term Medical Supply location in downtown Manchester and relieve your athlete's pain today.
Whatever your favorite sport, we know you will join Parrott Insurance and Grinnell Mutual in supporting all of our local athletes. Parrott Insurance is proud to be part of this community and looks forward to catching all of the sports action this year. If you want a strong insurance team working for you, call Parrott Insurance today for a quote from Grinnell Mutual and experience our policy of working together.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Your family. It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Sheer Magic has 3 full-time stylists and a nail tech, plus airbrush makeup, making them your full-service salon in Manchester. Sheer Magic is accepting new clients, and walk-ins are welcome. Come into Sheer Magic today at 813 East Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-4120 to make your appointment today. Go Hawks!
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
John Swisher, Joan Salo. Julie Vasky back in with you from the U.S. Health Center downtown Cedar Rapids, along with in-studio producer, afternoon man of KMCH, Rob Edwards, running the controls as the Hawks lead the semifinal match now 2-0. As the Hawks 25-17 in 19 minutes, 25-8 in game 2 in 17 minutes. As we get ready for game number 3. Don't forget, 8 o'clock tonight. Jamie Vasky, Aaron Blaine, Bill Logan, and I will greet you from inside the Unidome on the campus of the University of Northern Iowa. As 8 o'clock, our pregame coverage starts for West Delaware football. Number 2, West Delaware number 1, Pella. And there is a line driver left to right. Linus gets the first point of the game for the Hawks here in game number 3, 1-0.
Really nice cut. She cut it right off to the right side of the block.
As now, Putz will serve right back corner here in front of us. Drops this one down the back middle. There's a block back over by Hoffman. We have Whittle over the line. Over the line violation called on the Titans up front. As a 2-0 now make that the Hawks lead. And the Hawks have done a nice job of wearing down this Lewis Central team. They look tired out there.
They do. They look tired and frustrated.
Here is Putz lining it over. Hopped up in the air towards the net, front set, left corner. Here's a hammer by Paulson, blocked back over by Huffman. Front set behind her now. Now this one's tapped over. Hoffman blocked there, Paulson. Wegman up through the net. Just bumping over Hoffman, playing it near out of bounds is Lewis Central. They'll get it over. Paulson short arms it into the net. As Hoffman was there, intimidating her with the block, but could not get it high enough. Paulson tried to angle it right side. Hawks lead by 3. 3-0 here in game number 3. This one angled over by Putz. Lewis Central going to step on. Call to the Hawks. Violation of the Hawks.
Yeah. They have to let the setter have that first touch on that ball, and she reached over while the setter was trying to get to it. You're not allowed to do that.
3-1. No, you're not. 3-1 here. Hawks lead by 2. As this one sending it over, popped up. Front set, Wegman. Now Lewis Central. Little tap over, and what they call?
Double hit over on Lewis Central side.
Yes, indeed.
Take it.
As in front of us, Haley Linus. Hawks lead 4-1. Angling it over. Now pinballed around, and the ace served by Haley Linus.
That dropped so nicely.
As 5-1, the 4-point lead. Linus serves right in front of us. Angles that to the left side. Popped up in the air. Now a hammer by Paulson. Great cover by Putz. Good on the dig. Here's Linus. Now Wegman smacks it over. Back set. To the back row. Kleitch off the hit by Holt. Now bumped over by Hoffman. Goes Central, trying to answer. Back row, Kleitch hits it up in the air, out of bounds, right side into the netting. Hawks still lead by 3, 5-2.
I, for one, John, I'm glad that the football game is at the Unidome tonight. It's going to be a chilly one.
Yeah, I think
it'll be nice and warm in there.
Everybody is. Nice and windy. Last night and into today, 27 miles per hour from the west here.
Wow.
Outside downtown CR anyway. Back set. Here's a hammer over. Diving effort by Gleich. And they could not get there in time. It's sidewise out of bounds. 5-3. It's 42 degrees outside. I feel like temp of 34, 82% humidity. It's a nice 68 degrees here inside the Snow Center. This one's bumped around, backwards, flips, sideways, bumps it over. 5-3, Hawks by 2. This one's hit to the back corner. That's out. And good call there. They're asking for a touch. No tip is called, as every one of the Titans are asking for something no can do. Kolak comes back in. She'll serve it right to left. Hawks lead by 3, 6-3. Liz Kolak, the junior, one of 7 on the squad. So running tap of the net. Dimmer plays it. Now catch. Ketchum bumps it towards the left corner. Wegman gets the kill. It's ping-pong off of 2 to 3 Titans there. Goes out of bounds. Hawks lead by 4, 7-3. And back to serve. Kolak again, right back corner in front of it. Angled over to the middle. Played now up front. The hit blocked at the net by Wegman. Back set. Wegman from Ketchum. Whistles and violation on the Hawks. It'll go to Lewis Central in the net.
Claire again.
In the net.
Yeah.
7-4, 3-point lead.
When she's anywhere near it.
Well, when she turned, she was hit with her shoulder or something. I'm not sure.
Hoffman and Kolak out. Dimmer, Wegman, and Ketchum up front. It's Foots, Linus, and Kleich in the back row. Foots gets this one up front. Pass to Ketchum. Ketchum to Wegman. Hits it too hard outside. Was there a touch that time?
I tried to call it.
Yeah, no can do. I saw you, and I
You tried hard.
thought there might have been, but no can do, according to the officials.
Well, that line judge, he could look at me and ask me.
Yeah, he
You don't
could.
have a white shirt on, Joe.
7-5. This one's hit to Linus. Back middle. Front set. Ketchum. Here's Wegman. Pinball around. Now front set hammered down and stuck it in the back row as the Hawks give up another point. And it's a 1-point lead here for Lewis Central, 7-6.
Right now they got to turn their aggression up just a little bit more. They're kind of playing a little, not I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but just a little softer than what they have been.
This one from the left corner. Line drive over Linus. Front set, the hammer there by Dimmer. Out. Just out. And there were several arms flailing there to attempt to hit that one for the Titans. Fortunately for them, they did not. It goes out of bounds. And we're tied at 7 after a good start for the Hawks in this third set. Lewis Central has battled back to tie it up. Left corner. This one's hit deep. Playing it is Linus. Front set right to left. Ketchum. Hit over by Wegman. Now Lewis Central with the hit. Back row. Linus pops it up front. Fighting for it. Ketchum gets it tapped over the net. There's a little tap left corner. Good job by Foots. Diving for that one. Ketchum. Here's Wegman to the middle of the floor. Nice cover there by Paulson. Now tapped over by Lewis Central. Lewis Central bumping it up in the air. Now Patton will one-hand it over to Linus. Linus, Ketchum, front set. Wegman, back row. Goes sideways off the initial hit. Now this one smacked to the back row where Kleich is. A little shiver by Kleich. Almost got it, but good coverage by Paulson and Lewis Central. What a volley. The longest one today by far. Ketchum hits it over. Now, Lewis Central on the return. Getting it over to Wegman. Front set. Wegman from Ketchum. Blocked back over. My goodness, what a volley. Twice. Now, Wegman trying to tap it in. It's hit near out of bounds. A good job by Lewis Central bumping it over. There's Foots to cover. Front set in the middle. Linus hits it over and almost down. Was it? Down it was. What an effort by the Hawks. Outlasting Lewis Central in that volley. 8-7. Who got the kill? Ketchum? Linus. Haley Linus, the junior, putting into that heck of a volley there. 8-7, the 1-point lead. Ketchum sends it over off the serve. 1-point lead for the Hawks. This one's hit to Ketchum. She digs it and hits it over. Front set, right to left. Then hit to the back row to Linus. And whistles coming. Lewis Central gets the point. Claire Dimmer in the net.
I
don't understand what he's doing.
She's getting frustrated too.
She is.
She'll come out of it.
All right.
She'll come out of it.
Now right back corner, Lewis Central. We're all knotted up at 8. Hit over to Linus off the serve. Back set Ketchum. Here's Wegman winding up. Found the back corner. Snuck it in, and the Hawks lead by a point, 9-8.
Let's see Shay talk to Mather. When she comes off the net, she's hitting it. So it's
Is that
not
what's
like she's
happening?
going up or anything. So they just got to tweak that a little.
This one line drives over, popped around. Now front set left corner. Now tapped at the net by Dimmer. Ketchum gets her claws on it. Now a bump set to Ketchum from Kleitz. She can't get it in. Rose up and smacked it towards the back rail just too long. It's 9-9. As we mentioned, a lot of the Hawk faithful interested here today listening in. And we don't want to forget the lower levels, the middle school and the elementary, the future of the program, of course, listening in, hearing from Coach Doug Engel and company at his classroom today. The middle school paying attention, of course, to the Elder Hawks here today. 10-9, a point for the Hawks drops down there. So hello to all the staff at the middle school and Lambert Elementary, of course, here on this chilly Thursday afternoon. State semifinal, warm action going on in here as the Hawks leading this match 2-0. This one is dropped down by Paulson. She gets a kill point as the Hawks and Titans are tied up at 10 again.
And Kleitz made a great diving effort for that, too. That was a pretty awesome try for that.
Back middle. Lewis Central now will get the serve. Number 5, Casey Hohenfanner, the senior. Gets it on the line to Linus. From her knees, the front set to Wegman from Ketchum. Here's a hard hit. Back row can be out of bounds. Did anybody touch it? No. Good job. Wegman wanted to, but she got that right on down and watched it sail by her at the last second.
You know, and that's been playing the game for so many years. That's just kind of that instinct. Get it out of there because it's too high.
11-10. Hawks a 1-point lead. Puts short arms it into the net. We're tied again at 11. As Puts is in there with Kleitz and Wegman up front. It's Hoffman, Ketchum, and Linus. The 6 for the Hawks who lead this match 2-0. Is a match that is 53 minutes old. This one hit off the net. Goes on Lewis Central side off of Hoffman's hand. Now it's a smack down right corner. Bringing the heat that time is Megan Holt, the sophomore. Found the corner where nobody was right in front of us. And Lewis Central has the first lead of this set number 3. 12-11. Back right side. This is Holt sending it over. Front set, Ketchum off the initial hit. Linus now hit backwards, out of bounds. Hawks have tied it up at 12 now.
Nice job on Bridge for drawing that defense again to give Linus one hitter to battle with, and she wins the battle.
One of the great things about this team, too, is you don't ever see them get down. They're just like, we're
Right.
okay, we'll get right back in it.
This one hit at the net, called on Lewis Central violation, double hit called, and it's 13-12. Linus will serve it over. And we mentioned elementary, of course. Don't want to forget St. Mary's. I'm sure we have a lot of
definitely
fans and listeners in there, and the kids are paying attention.
There's so many people we could be bringing up. That it's awesome to be in a community like this.
They love their Hawk volleyball. Why not? The success is endless. And there is Ketchum over the net. Hit sideways, out of bounds. Hawks lead by 2, 14-12. As Linus right in front of us, back right corner. 14-12 Hawks lead by 2. They're 11 points away from winning a semifinal match.
Perfect block by Wegman because the setter was coming. Once again, we don't want that call for her to touch that ball. She had a perfect block on that.
And Lewis Central will take a timeout. Hawks lead by 3, 15-12. They're 10 points away from getting back to their 6th ever championship contest. Looking for the first title ever, of course. Up 2-0 over Lewis Central in the semifinal match. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Are you looking for great food in a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Along with in-studio producer Rob Edwards, John Swisher, Joan Salo, Julie Vasky back with you from the Cell Center downtown Cedar Rapids. 15-13, a point for Lewis Central after the timeout by the Titans. Now Putz will get the serve. Back set, Ketchum. Hoffman smacks it over. Ping pong balls are over. Almost a lift, nothing doing. Here's Ketchum. Now Wegman smacks it back row. Lewis Central playing it now. A one-hand tapper from the left corner. Now the shiver to the back row by Ketchum. Lewis Central able to play it. The hard hit, a block by Hoffman, comes down the Hawks side. Wegman and Hoffman tried, couldn't get there in time. And the Hawks up by one now, 15-14. As here's Linus up front set, right to left. There's a hard smack down by Kristen Wegman just inside the back line. The Hawks lead by 2, 16-14.
And that's the set that Kristen likes. She likes to have to go get them and get up in the air to get them. She can put them down a lot harder that way. She loves them.
And now Lewis Central on the return off the serve by Kolak and the Hawks. Wegman front set, Ketchum left corner. A little tap over by Wegman. We have a violation call on Lewis Central, or was it?
Net.
In the net.
Oh, net, yeah.
In the net violation call.
The net's not even moving.
Hawks get the point and the ball. Maybe a fingernail got a piece of that nylon. 17-14, three-point lead. Back row, hit by Lewis Central. Now smacked over to Putz. Putz pops it up to the net. Ketchum, Wegman. Off the fingertips of Lewis Central. Back set. Now here's the hammer down, and that hit the court. Kolak, valiant effort, but it hit the court right in front of her as a 17-15 lead now for the Hawks, a 2-point lead. Going on court number 2 to our right, it's Sioux City Bishop, Hielan, and Harlan, as that match is all tied up at 1 now. A back-and-forth seesaw battle there, as Harlan, a two-time defending champions in Class 4A, they won the second one 25-19 after Hielan won game 1. 26-24. So that's the winner that the Hawks would get if they hang on here and win this semifinal match. Of course, two winners will meet at 12:15 tomorrow. And a point there for the Hawks. Catch them back to serve. Hawks lead by 3, 18-15. And this one is pinballed around, bumped up in the air, hit over on the run, and now out of bounds. Poor hit it over, gets the point as it's hit out of bounds by the Hawks. It's 18-16.
A side out right here would keep us at that 3-point cushion. You want to keep that cushion going.
Back set. Here is Wegman. Hit to the back row and hit awkwardly and out of bounds. It's 19-16. Hawks are 6 points away.
You know, and it's not very often that Kristen Wegman hits on that right side. I think Sioux City or Lewis Central was looking at her like, whoa, where'd she come from on that?
As Wegman sends it over, front set, tapped over by Lewis Central. Nice dive and a dig on her knees. Collier. There's Linus hits it over, diving, valiant effort by Lewis Central. Now smacking over to the left side is Kleitz. Front set, the hammer by Dimmer, but right back at him. Just a little flick over, and then the lift violation called as a mishandle there on Ketchum, and it's 19-17. Mention all the former Hawks tuning in here tonight, no matter what the sport, but a former West Delaware volleyball player here this afternoon, Allison Pasker. Remember that 2010 team that went to the championship game in 2010, as Wegman pops this over off the net, front set, blocked back over by Collier. 19-17, smacked over. Now a little tap by Ketchum, but somebody was in the net. No, lift violation called on Ketchum, and she couldn't get it over cleanly. Allison Pasker, she's not listening. She's seeing text messages from family, keeping her updated while she's in class at Clark College in Dubuque. That's how dedicated and loyal, of course. So hello to you, Allison. Thanks for tuning in by text here this afternoon. As this one is hit down, and it goes out of bounds, and we're tied up as the Hawks give up another point. We're all tied up at 19. 19 all here in set number 3. Hawks lead the match 2-0. This is West Delaware Volleyball, KMCH Sports.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Back in to the U.S. Health Center. Here's Collier, smacks it over. We're all mounted up at 19. And line drives over. Wegman hits it sideways. That's going to be out of bounds. 19-20 now. Hawks down by a point here in set number 3. Titans have brought some fire back.
Like I said, nobody ever wants to give up here, so they're going to keep fighting to the end.
Yes, indeed. Now waiting for a volleyball. It's 20-19. And former Hawks list continues. I'm sure a long list of Vasquez tuning in. Kayla and Cassie for sure. Cassie was on that 2012 team. The Hawks came here to the state tournament. And she was a senior when these 5 girls are now, 5 of these 8 seniors now were on that 2012 team. So hello to Cassie and Kayla Vasquez tuning in at their respective work and college places here today. As we're tied at 20, Hawks got a point, now another point. As Collier gets a little tap down there as it rolls out of bounds off the Titans. The Hawks are 4 points away from getting to the state title match tomorrow at 12:15 against the winner of Highland and Sioux City Bishop Elam. Here's White sending it over, back row, front set in the middle. Now sideways swipe over. Ketchum, now Kleist, now Wegman, blocked back over, hit up in the air by Hoffman. They give the point, a lift violation called. Hoffman knew it, and we're tied at 21.
Kayla says howdy.
Well, hello. And 21 all. Back middle. Here is a line driver down the line. Linus, front set. Linus hits it off of the block and goes out of bounds off of Lewis Central. Hawks up by a point, 3 points away, 22-21.
No, sorry. Supposed to remind you it's Kayla Marbach, not Vasquez.
Oh. Vasquez at heart.
Yeah.
Marbach, yes. I always do that. It's only been a year and some months, right?
Yeah.
22-21. This one's tapped around. Hawks get the point. Violation called on Lewis Central.
Right now, Mather just mouths the words to Ketchum. You need to get involved.
And 23-21, 2 points away. A timeout here. And we'll keep it right here as the Hawks at 12-9 in their 22nd ever state match since 2003. Their 7th semifinal match, a 5-1 record in semifinal matches, looking for the 6th championship contest that awaits tomorrow at 12:15. As Harlan is up early on Sioux City Bishop Elam, 8-4 in game 3. That match is tied 1 apiece as Elam won 26-24. Harlan came back and won 25-19. The winner of that one will meet the winner of this one. Right now, looking like the West Delaware Hawks. They lead 23-21, and they're 2 points away from getting to their 6th ever title contest in West Delaware volleyball program history, all since 2003. Foot will send it over. Near out of bounds, it is out of bounds. Too far on the far side, right in front of Lewis Central. It's a 1-point lead now, 23-22.
We call them money for serve after timeout. You got to have those in.
That and game point.
Yep.
Lewis Central now will serve it over. Back row, Wegman up front. Ketchum, Linus, back row. Lewis Central hitting it up front, and double hit is called, and the Hawks.
Oh, no, he called it a carry, actually. Wow.
The lift violation called there. The Hawks are down to 1 point. Game and match point right here. Trying to get to the state finals in 4A tomorrow. Linus sends it over. Front set, left corner.
And
there it is! The Hawks are going back to the championship game for the 6th time in school program history. The quest continues for the first ever state title. West Delaware improving on at 48-2, and the Hawks getting it done this time against Lewis Central, 25-22. in exciting fashion after a relatively easy first two wins here this afternoon.
Yeah, you're right. Lewis Central, like Julie was saying before, they did not give up until that final point. They played hardball.
As the Hawks will advance on, as the smiles, the hugs, out on the court, and the celebrating. The orange and black that made the trip. Big contingency of those as well on hand, as many as listening around the state of Iowa and around the country here, as many West Delaware fans we have, as West Delaware getting on to the state title. Will take on the winner of Harlan and Heelan tomorrow at 12:15. We'll take a timeout, come back, start a postgame next. West Delaware volleyball from KMCH Sports.
Jude's Cafe in Manchester would like to congratulate the West Delaware volleyball team on a fantastic season. Jude's Cafe opens 7 days a week and serves breakfast and noon lunch. Best of luck to the West Delaware volleyball team from everyone at Jude's Cafe in Manchester. Go Hawks!
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
At Tauke Motors, we believe in a gentler, simpler way of doing business. Check out our large selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, as well as a great incentive at TaukeMotors.com. If you're looking for a new, pre-owned vehicle or service on your current vehicle, come to Tauke Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram on 9th Street in Dyersville.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
GMB Bank in Manchester is proud to support all area athletes and their communities. The GMB team is your connection to convenient banking and everyday time savers, like your debit card, online banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. Connect with a financial partner who truly understands your needs. GMB Bank, member FDIC.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
When the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services would like to congratulate the West Delaware volleyball team on their winning season. Bonenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester, proud to support the West Delaware Hawks volleyball team and wish them continued success.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
And a welcome back in U.S. Health Center, downtown Cedar Rapids. The West Delaware Hawks undefeated 6-0 at the state tournament 2015 style with their latest sweep over Lewis Central. 3 games to none. The Hawks winning game 1, 25-17 in 19 minutes, 25-8 in 17 minutes, and 25-22 in 20 minutes. 75-47 total match score as it took 58 minutes as Coach Mather coming out already here as quick in and out of the media room. He's coming out to join us here, and we appreciate him coming out so quickly. And great effort by Coach Mather and the Hawks getting back to the state title matchup for the 6th time in school history now tomorrow afternoon at 12:15. And we bring in the fine coach of the West Delaware Hawks, Brett Mather, now as coach. Here we are again, and this was the goal, of course, getting back to the big show tomorrow afternoon. Another step in the journey for this program, and got the 3-0 decision over Lewis Central today. And again, your team came out consistent. A couple hiccups here and there later part of the match, but the win is a win, and 3-0 sweep here this afternoon.
Well, absolutely. You know, game 1 and game 2, I don't know, we could have played a whole lot better match there. I thought game 1 and 2 we came out very, very crisp. You know, game 1 to start there, okay, we had a few little hiccups. I agree there. Game 2, I don't know, we played a better match, better game in the state, you know, than the one we just played there. But you know, I was extremely proud of the way the girls fought. You know, game 3, we got caught in a mental battle with ourselves, I thought. You know, we were doing some things that we hadn't done in the entire match there. We weren't moving it near as well. And, you know, the good thing about this team is they fight through it. You know, they're going to keep coming at you there. And, you know, I'm very proud of the squad, obviously, and that's what I told them. I said, you know, I don't say it very often, but I think you guys, you should know how proud I am of you. But we stress that this is step 2, like you mentioned there. We are nowhere close to done with what our goal is, and our goal is tomorrow. But, you know, tomorrow doesn't happen if you don't get this one. So, you know, I'm definitely proud of the fact that we're going to play for another state championship or a state championship. And, you know, we're definitely going to give everything we got, no doubt about that.
And the sign of this program is the togetherness, the team unit. They stay together at all times, doesn't matter, the freshman, junior, sophomore, senior, and are stepping up and right the right times, and they each have their role, and they're doing it nicely.
Absolutely. You know, we had great balance today. For, you know, in that front line, it's easy to see balance because you always see kills and stuff there. But, you know, our back line, I thought, did a phenomenal job tonight as well. You know, so I always give a lot of credit to our serve receive because, you know, that serve receive is huge.
Yeah.
You know, and they had some good servers there. I thought we had a nice job of, we call it, you know, pass the bread basket. You know, if it's a real tough server there. I know you know that phrase there. But anyway.
We've heard of it.
Exactly. But, you know, I thought our serve receive did another phenomenal job there and you know, helped us to get that team victory like we got today. And, you know, another thing about it is our bench. You know, they're as important as anybody that's on that court. And we have the best bench there is in the state. And I definitely am very proud of what they do. I'm proud of the role that they fill, you know, not just in the practice court, but in the game as well. Is they're helping us succeed out there just as much as Carly Ketchum or anybody else that's on that floor.
Right.
So I'm definitely proud of all of us.
Yeah, you know, and today was the first time I had to see someone try to get someone else settled down on the floor today, you know. Claire wasn't sure what was happening at that net. She wasn't sure what she was doing. And I saw you guys over at the bench trying to figure it out. But the girl stepped up and said, "You're fine. Just keep playing."
Absolutely.
You know?
And
she smiled and did.
That's what you need. Is, you know, it's one thing coming from a coach, but it's so much more coming from a fellow teammate there. And that's what this squad has. Is they got your back. And that's you know, it's a trust factor. Hey, trust somebody to do their job, and then you do your job. And
that's what it was.
Yeah, that's a big part of Hawk volleyball.
Yes, indeed. Again, great support on hand here and out in radio land and internet land as well. Listening in, wanting to get the updates and tuning in here for this team as just what a tradition it is, and now trying to take the next step with that tradition here in your 10th state tournament. And these girls, I know you will let them enjoy this for a little bit, but with the championship match coming up tomorrow, as always, the mindset is it's a quick turnaround. You got to refocus, get ready. Watch the end of this Heelan-Harlan match. Whatever good team is coming out of there, you'll be ready for them tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. It is a very quick turnaround. You know, like I said, they're going to enjoy the moment. They're going to be with their families for a little bit here. They'll come back down here, relax for a little bit. You know, we'll go back home, get a good night's rest. Tomorrow, get back in the gym and do a little walkthrough tomorrow with what we see on game tape of, you know, the winner of this match here. And then, you know, be ready to play a championship match there. You know, this is a special group. We've had a lot of special groups go through here. This is definitely one of those special groups as well. And that's the beauty of Hawk volleyball is you get great groups after great groups after great groups. And, you know, as coaching staff, we definitely appreciate that. We love it, you know, that we just get girls that want to be successful. They want to do everything they can for you. And, you know, for those younger kids coming up, it's, you know, it's nice for, you know, Mariah Kleitz here. It's, you know, she looked up to Emily Toll last year at the libero position. And now, you know, those younger kids are going to be looking up to her for that libero role. So, you know, I'm very, you know, just happy for the whole squad. I'm, you know, Excited for tomorrow. I'm ready to play tomorrow.
I bet you are. You're ready to take that match here in an hour or two if you could. If they
That's
let
right.
you. As thoughts on Heelan and Harlan real quick. You saw Harlan last year, of course, in the state title game. You've seen Heelan in a game here at the state tournament a couple of years ago. What are your thoughts before this match is concluded?
Honestly, I don't know anything about either team. So, yeah, obviously I know a little bit about them. But
I was just going to say he's lying.
I don't care who we play. Whoever we do play is going to be a very good opponent, and it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me that we get a chance to play Harlan again. I don't care who we play. We're playing the finals, and that's all that matters for us.
Yes, indeed. All right, congratulations to you. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Well, as always, Swish, appreciate what you do. I just want to throw a shout-out to Coach Wink, Coach Coates. Wish them the best of luck tonight. It's a good day in Hawk country here, so let's keep this ball rolling.
Yeah, we've got our football
That's right. You're ready to go.
Table with me.
Our good luck charm was right here through the table here today. Thank you, Coach Mather, for his time coming out quickly for us here this afternoon. As the West Delaware football team will complete the Hawk doubleheader, semifinal doubleheader tonight. Later on tonight, the Unidome. All our coverage at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tonight. Jamie, Aaron, Bill, and I will have all the action, have you covered live on KMCH and KMCH.com. As the kickoff slated for 8:21, but I've never had a late dome game, that second game of a doubleheader at night that started right on time. So we're hoping that it will be closer to the 8:21 start time, but we shall see tonight as West Delaware number 2 takes on number 1 Pella. West Delaware Hawks, the football team, trying to make program history, trying to become the only team ever to win 13 games. Coach Wayne, Coach Coates, all the coaching staff, the staff involved with the program, the players especially, and the fans. Great. Best of luck to them tonight as they take the journey to the Unidome in Cedar Falls. We'll take a journey to a break, and we'll come right back to wrap it all up here this afternoon. Hawks get the 3-0 win, and they are 2 wins now and 1 away from the first state title ever in this program, the long tradition of the West Delaware program. The championship match coming up tomorrow afternoon. We'll come back and wrap it up here from the Shell Center. This is West Delaware State Tournament Volleyball, KMC Sports.
Hi, this is Shannon, owner of Sheer Hecke Salon and Spa in Manchester, located at 214 West Marion Street. Book your appointment now to get that full spa experience. Call 563-608-4999. Best of luck to all you athletes.
For all your landscaping projects, call Jason at Phillips Landscaping in Dyersville. He specializes in retaining walls, patios, fire pits, ponds, waterfalls, flower and rock gardens, and more. Call Phillips Landscaping at 563-599-6069 for your estimate. Best of luck to all area athletes.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sheer Magic has 3 full-time stylists and a nail tech, plus airbrush makeup, making them your full-service salon in Manchester. Sheer Magic is accepting new clients, and walk-ins are welcome. Come into Sheer Magic today at 813 East Main in Manchester, or call 563-927-4120 to make your appointment today. Go Hawks!
Banking is all about relationships at F&M. We know that relationships take time to build and nurture. They are based on trust, commitment, and loyalty. Relationships don't happen overnight or by chance. They are key to reaching the financial goals of the individual client. Building relationships with our clients and community are essential. F&M Bank, the right choice. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Georgian Auto in Manchester, their approach to auto repairs is simple. Fix it right and get you back on the road. From tires to transmissions, they fix it all. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is their complete focus.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
Back inside the U.S. Cell Center downtown Cedar Rapids, one final time of this Thursday early afternoon. The West Delaware Hawks advancing on to the 6th ever state title contest. It'll take place tomorrow afternoon around 12:15 as the Hawks will take on the winner of Sioux City Bishop Helen and Harlan.
Yep, Harlan's ahead 2-1 right now.
Harlan just won the second contest, 2-1 in that match. And the other 4A semifinal, the Hawks beating Lewis Central here on court number 1 by the score of 3-0. 25-17 in 19 minutes, 25-8 in 17 minutes, and 25-22 in 22 minutes till the match time, 75-47. And a Class 4A semifinal that took 58 minutes this afternoon as the Hawks get their state tournament record to 13-9 overall in their 22nd match. Their 23rd will come up tomorrow. It'll be their 6th ever state title match as the Hawks, of course, 0-5, 5 runner-ups in that state title match in 03, 04, 06, 2010. I forgot one, 01, 03, 04, 06, and 2010. The 5 previous years, the Hawks have got there and unfortunately settled for the runner-up. And we surely hope that's not the case tomorrow as these girls are ready. The goal has been there since the last couple of years, of course. Do it for Coach Mather. We talked about do it for Addie Brooks. Who couldn't play most of this season. He's one of the senior leaders, and they have a lot of reasons to get it done. And just for all the players, all the ones we heard from and all the ones we didn't who are listening in and who are wanting to find out updates, and it's for that tradition of the program, and there's going to be a lot of happy people if they can get that done. But this group should be very proud of what they've accomplished already to this point. 48-2 now, the second winningest team in the program history, behind that team who they hope to tie tomorrow, the 2006 team who was 49-1.
Exactly. You know, and you've got the 3 things in volleyball that a coach wants to do so that they can make it to that championship game is good serving, which we have. Good serve receive, which, as you heard Coach Mather talk about, that serve receive is second to none. You know, they really are. And then being able to mix a tempo, mix up the offense. You have your stars. You have your money people that you're going to go to when you have to. But you've got all of the hitters on that floor that you know your setter has confidence in that can go to them. So, and right now they're the full package. So we're hoping that tomorrow they can keep that full package going and keep their eyes on the prize and win us that basket of roses, John.
Yes, indeed. The basket that we would love to see in orange and black flavor tomorrow as the Hawks get the win here today, 3-0. They're 6-0 in this year's tournament as they improve their record to 48-2. The total set record on this year is now 109-8. The number 1 team in Class 4A just dropped the number 6 team in the same class. 3-0 here this afternoon as the Hawks advance on to the state tournament final tomorrow afternoon, hoping for their first ever state title. Harlan leading early on in set number 4-3, as Harlan leads the match over Sioux City Bishop Helen by the score of 2-1 in that match. We'll have it all for you again tomorrow. We'll join you around noon, and they get set for 12:15 start time. We will keep you updated of on time tomorrow or not. But we'll be on the air sometime in the noon hour and bring you West Delaware State Tournament Volleyball, the championship contest. The Hawks will take on, once again, either Helen or Harlan. We'll find that out here in the next half hour or so from the South Center. The Hawks move on with the win here this afternoon. I want to thank our great sponsors, Molenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home, Jude's Cafe, and Sheer Magic, our extra West Delaware flavored sponsors here in the postseason run, as thanks to all 43 of our regular sports boosters on KMCH. Thanks to Rob Edwards, doing a great job running the controls, as always, back in the studios on East Main Street in Manchester. Thanks to my partners once again, the other 2 J's of the trio of J's, Joan Salo, Julie Vasky, John Swisher saying, have yourselves a great and safe rest of your Thursday. Don't forget, if you can't make the trip to the Unity Dome tonight in Cedar Falls for West Delaware football as they take on number 1 Pella, as the number 2 Hawks. West Delaware football coverage right here from KMC Sports Sunday at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll have you covered with everything West Delaware football, and we'll have all the play-by-play action coming up around 8:21 from the Unity Dome on the campus of the University of Northern Iowa tonight right here from KMC Sports. Great luck to Coach Wink and company tonight as the Hawks try to make it a 2-for semifinal day as the doubleheader will continue later on tonight with West Delaware football in the Dome against Pella. So long, everybody, from Cedar Rapids, Iowa.